Hey there, Boots Owen here. This is the Beko DRCS68W tumble dryer. I replaced the radio interference suppressor in it and I replaced the element, and I thought I had it going, and then I did a load in it yesterday and this black snotty stuff started coming out. It's not snotty, it's tape. I think it's the seal that goes inside the door frame, joins the tub to the door. Let's turn it on and see what happens. It was becoming almost impossible. Oh, there's a load of stuff just falls down as I turn it there. It was becoming almost impossible to turn. It wouldn't turn with a load in it, and it would almost not turn with a load out. Let's see if it turns today, the next day. I don't believe it's tumbling. I think that's just the fan. So let's get into it and have a look. I think that's the motor turning around, turning the fan, but not turning the drum, either because the belt's slipping on the motor or because it's slipping on the drum, although it's unlikely to slip on the drum, so much surface area that there is. Let's get it down, let's have a top off it and see if I'm going to bother fixing it. I'm not sure that I will. I might just take some parts out of it and scrap it. Don't know. On the back, 3 screws as before. We've all been here before. If we haven't, go and check out my previous videos. Now, it's difficult to get in at the motor. That doesn't want to turn at all. Oh dear. Let's try it again. It's live. It's live now. Let's try it again. The fan's turning, so presumably the belt is slipping on the pulley down at the motor, which is a shame. What are we going to do? What are we going to do with you, machine? I would say turn it upside down, but I have a feeling it's got a plastic base on it. I have a feeling there's a lot of water in it as well. Yeah, you can't do anything from the bottom, so can we see that? So the base is not an inspection chamber. You can't do anything from the bottom, so we're going to have to get in from the back maybe, or the front. Maybe it's a front issue, is it? We can't see anything from there. We might be able to see something in there. Yeah, I can see the motor there, okay. It's kind of warm, it's only been on for a second. So, is there a bearing at the back we can have a look at? Well, that means getting into it. Let's have a look for a bearing. I'll be back in a sec. Yes, there is a bearing. What's it like? I didn't think there was any issue with that, you know. There's a load of water here, the back of the condenser. I guess that's why it was rusty before. There's that new element. I think you have to take the front off to get into this one. So let's try that. Get the front off. The front off, you have to remove this thing and this panel here. So slide out this little piece of aero board, if you'll call it that, and we have to clip this thing out. The biggest screwdriver you can find. There you go. Just has 2 clips to pop in. Set that aside, 3 screws on top. It's obviously not plugged in, I hope you know that. That lifts off, and then there should be some screws or some way to get this front piece off. Yeah, lots of screws. Okie dokie. Looks like you do have to take off this door to get in here. Because there's 2 screws behind it. No more screws at the bottom, unless, no, nothing underneath. Anything on top? Nothing on top. I wonder will this just pull out now? Might need to take out these screws here. Can't feel anything in there. Let's take these door ones out as well then. No, I don't think I need to. Put some gloves on. This is the kind of time I'll shred my hands. It's coming apart a little bit. Does it need to go up or down? Snap out somehow. It's popping out a little bit. Can't see anything there. Doesn't seem to be anything holding it on, which is weird. Could it be welded on? I guess it could. And if it is, that's not much good to me. Well, then we're into the realm of taking off the screws you can see. Something fell down there. You might have to get in from the back. Doesn't seem likely though. What are we holding on to there? This is welded on, you know, and I wonder if that front isn't welded on as well. Looks like the back's the way we're going. Strikes me as crazy to do it that way, but well, there's enough screws on this machine so far. Okay, more screws. See you in a second. Or maybe not. The phone won't turn off, so let's keep going. Are you counting? God, that's a lot of screws. This element is coming off too. Up and out, over. Have to snap it out. That's a lot of screws. There we go, that's the element off. 14 quid's worth. Bargain for a machine that doesn't work. Right. What are we stuck on now? Need to get that bearing off, I guess. Let's prise off that E-clip. Just prised off that E-clip there from the bearing. There's a washer. It's a bit loose, maybe. Shouldn't be an issue. Come on. That's the bearing there. It looks pretty crusty and dry, but it shouldn't stop it turning. It's not stuck. What are we stuck on then? Okay. The hose is off. I could show you this now. The felt seal here has a bit of dust on it, but it looks pretty good. Pretty intact, really. So drum, what are you doing? There's the belt, and it looks to have a couple of kinks in it where it was stuck probably. But I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue is at the front edge where it's all heated and shoot up to some level. Why is that? There's that plastic drawer. There's your trouble. This isn't going to be pretty. All around here. God. That's the felt on the front. It's rolled up and gotten stuck. Not good. Not good. It's come off the whole way around by the looks of things. Yeah. It's gone all tacky and sticky and whatnot. Up on top here, there's what looks like replaceable pads or something. It looks like they snap in and out, and I wonder if the machine drum's meant to rest on them. I have a feeling if I clean it out, it'll be fine. It'll go again. Put it back together, but I have little confidence in it now. Probably just fine, you know, it's just a little bit less efficient because that seal there is just going to let air in and out, blow dust around and whatnot. Doesn't mean it's bad. It's all sticky and gunky there, and you can see that collection of crumbs in the back. Not good. Well, I better put it back together, I think. I don't really want to scrap it, so I'm going to just give it a vacuum out and put it back together. Bottom off, it's quite heavy, you know. Right, Henry, where are you? what I'm conscious of is that this is all sticky. In there, see it on my fingers? It's all sticky. And if I try and turn the drum against that, it's going to be all sticky. It needs a kind of a brushed surface, a fine finished surface. Otherwise the drum's going to stick, I think. Let's try it. That doesn't turn freely at all. It's not as bad as it was, but it's not spinning, you know. I think I'm going to abandon this machine. Not sure now. Yeah, I think I'm just tempting trouble. I could get out the spirits and I could clean it all. But I wouldn't trust it. It's a tumble dryer, and like we had a conversation in the last videos about this machine, and that was about selling it. You know, people say do it up and sell it. Tumble dryers, you know, if I sold that to somebody, I doubt it would have gone on fire, which is always the worry people have, but the fan might have kept pumping hot air in and the thing wasn't turning. Maybe it could go on fire. There's no lint in it to go on fire, really. The laundry would have to go on fire. So where does that leave you? It's just a pain to put it back together now if it's going to stick again and all this. I don't know. Seemed a shame. That's where you are. Tumble dryers. Questions or comments, leave them below. Thanks for watching. See you later.